There is a potential treatment for COVID-19 that comes from deep in the ocean. It was actually discovered by an international team of collaborators led by a researcher at UC San Francisco. NBC4's Patrick Healy spoke with him today about how a sea squirt could be something of a hero combating the pandemic.
You find Dr. Nevin Krogan inside his lab in the Quantitative Biosciences Institute at UC San Francisco, half a world away from the undersea source of what has the potential to be, in effect, a cure for the worst global pandemic of the century.
It's a little crazy if you think about the where this drug has come from.
Crazy indeed. Extracted from a rare sea squirt found in the Mediterranean off the island of Ibiza, a compound called aplidin that has already been used to treat a form of cancer. Now lab studies showing promise against COVID-19, not as a vaccine, but as a treatment.
In human cells, it was about 30 to 100 times more potent than remdesivir, which is the standard of care treatment right now.
So, well, you may ask, what on earth led to this little sea squirt? The answer is a methodical approach that began with Dr. Krogan's coronavirus research group at QBI, looking at the human cell proteins which the coronavirus attacks.
So the virus can't live by itself. It needs our genes and our proteins to live and replicate and infect us.
They identified one in particular, EIF1A.
The virus hijacks it to make its own proteins.
And so, as Dr. Krogan explained it to us, his team surveyed which existing drugs neutralize that protein and came across aplidin, a treatment for multiple myeloma developed by the Spanish company PharmaMar, which specializes in exploring marine sources for potential therapeutics.
When we told them about it, they were very excited. Obviously, and to them it did make sense.
And because aplidin focuses on neutralizing one of our human proteins, that lessens the risk of the virus developing resistance.
It doesn't matter how much the virus mutates, because it's never going to mutate enough to get around relying on that human protein.
But why is aplidin there in the sea to be found at this time of need? Does the sea squirt use it for its own virus protection?
Maybe if we further understand why it has it, this could help us further develop it for diseases like COVID-19 and cancer and other diseases as well.
And a bit of a head start here because aplidin has already been tested for safety in previous trials. For COVID, it would be given at lower doses than for cancer. So quickly moving into a third phase human trial, locations planned around the world, including California. Approval possible sometime in springtime. So we better get ready for sea squirts. Reporting live, Patrick Healy, NBC4 News.
All right, Patrick, thank you. Looking live right now.